Parents of Reddit. What's the worst thing you have found in your child's search history? Not a parent, but my cousin and I were on my younger cousin's account, and in his search field we saw girl with 3 boobs for Lucas. When I was in middle school, parents found out I was googling pregnant children to read the news stories on it. Why? Couldn't tell ya. Morbid curiosity, most likely. Regardless, mom yelled at me and accused me of being pregnant. Not a parent, but feel like I need to share this. My little cousin, who was about 12 at the time, searched Russian nukes exploding and cool boobs without a bra. I once helped a co-worker who had me search through her son's laptop. The majority of the sexual exploration stuff I didn't tell her about. He's just a regular 13-year-old kid. I did have to tell her that he was looking up and trying to open a credit card and trying to figure out how to make a fake social security number to open a credit card so he could buy Robux though. I remember when I was about 11, I saw in the search history my 8-year-old bro look up Virginia and Britney Spears Virginia. My son when he was 12 wondered what girls his age looked like naked. A very common and innocent thought for a 12-year-old boy, a not so innocent Google search. I decided to look at my younger cousin's search history and found Fortnite boobs. How to fight my dad. Friend's young son looked for almost naked boobs, not ready for the full shebang. Big jiggly boob gif by my 9-year-old. How to be the favorite child. The longest shit in the world. Found on my search history after my younger brother borrowed my laptop. Minutes after New Year midnight. My dad and stepmom found out that my 12-year-old sister had a long, complex relationship with a random adult man that she met online. He had convinced her that they were in love and she had been planning to run away to meet up with him. They took her phone away for a week and changed all their computer passwords so she couldn't contact him. They returned her phone once she claimed to come to terms with how creepy that guy was. 2 days after getting her phone back they saw that she had contacted him again. They obviously took her phone away again and now she only has access to a computer with extreme child lock settings on. She's seeing a therapist now, which my dad and stepmom are hopeful will help. I'm 21 years older than my sister and live in another city, so I wasn't around for any of this. Found. How do I make my dong bigger? Baby Shark song words. The funniest thing about this is that a child would listen to Baby Shark and somehow think I wonder what the words are. Not a parent, but as a first grader in computer class me and the boys would search DDD in Google Images and felt like we just entered a different universe. Obviously over the years, that is extremely mild compared to my searches now. When I was 10, my mum found Peach and Daisy naked together in my search history. Can't imagine she was too happy about that, haha. My oldest is going through a witchy phase. She's been obsessively googling real curses to kill people, cursed foods that curse you to death, do death curses work, and at the same time, magic spells to make people like me like damn. Quit trying to curse people and they might like you more. Not a parent, but my brother-in-law age 11 looked up on my PS4 boobs Fortnite. When I asked about it, this man's was bold enough to say it was hot. I put a password on the PlayStation afterwards. I was a school administrator at a charter school a few years ago. The id guy comes to me one day and asks me if I ever leave my laptop alone around students. I told him of course not. He then asked if I ever let my son, who was in middle school there, use my work laptop. And I said yes. He then showed me why he was asking me questions, which I had kind of already figured out. It was a report from the school's filters with a bunch of middle school slang terms mostly regarding women's anatomy. That was a fun conversation with my son. My wife getting into a tizzy when she opened up my iPad that had a Google page of a large-breasted brunette woman in a bra. She was digging into me why I was searching for those types of images. When I told her it wasn't me because I don't need to Google search for that stuff because I know it by heart, she didn't believe me and said, "What kind of man blames this on a 3-year-old?" Because my 3-year-old daughter had just been playing around on my iPad. So I asked her, "What's the search term used for that search?" She looked and was then quiet. She then threw the iPad down and stormed off. I took a look at the screen and the Google search which pulled up that hot brunette. It was a period. She apologized 2 days later when I finally stopped laughing. In reverse, we had our home computer die. So my father-in-law lent us a newish laptop for a few weeks that he wasn't using as much because he just bought a tablet. So to make a long story short, I found my father-in-law's search history. Why is my dog gay? When I was a kid, my mum's stepdad was wondering why the computer was running slow. I was 13 at the time, now 28. I was watching spanking stuff, and my mum flat out said to me, "How do you think you should be punished?" I instantly started going red and blushing and was so embarrassed. I was like grounding. And we never spoke of it again. They must have thought I was so weird. Not internet, but my parents stopped getting the Sears catalog after they caught me in the bathroom with it open to the bra section and the hand soap on the floor next to me. I found suicide-related searches on my daughter's phone. We had just checked her into a week-long counseling center because we knew she had made an attempt. She's in a much better place these days. It hasn't been a straight line of improvement since March, but these last 3 weeks or so have been wonderful. I was the child in this situation. Sob for sale. I'm guessing that no one will understand just how serious the Volvo vs Saab rivalry is. Not a parent, but my sibling watched One Man One Jar. Not a parent, but as a kid looking at my brother history only to find the famed Two Girls on Cup. Not a parent, but when I was around maybe 10 or 11 I found something in my cousin's search history, him being 16, while I was playing games on Newgrounds. I was trying to go back to the home page, but I ended up holding the back button by accident. I saw one of his searches, clicked on it, and was scarred for life. It was a picture of bathtub girl. My son is 8, and I found in our shared YouTube history girls with all the cloth off, so not bad. But then again, it's the first step. Not a parent, but I found out my younger sister was being groomed when she was 14. It was harrowing. When my son was 5 I found his YouTube search history. He had been searching for everybody's wieners and butts, a GRLS ginu, a GRLS boobs, everybody's ginu. He actually found some YouTube videos with nudity, which was impressive, because I remember trying when I was younger and having a hard time. This kid in my class thought it'd be hilarious to look up Mickey Mouse boner. Unfortunately, he left it open on pictures and the teacher came by when he wasn't even there. My older brother was one time looking for the Naked Brothers band, but had forgotten what the name of them was, so when I came downstairs to see him in front of the comp on YouTube with Naked Little Boys band in the search bar. My 8-year-old looked up Devil Goat a couple of days ago. It was immediately followed by Goat Simulator Devil Goat Unlock. How? He's a good kid. Reminds me of when my brother was 11, 12, and he looked up MILF stuff on our computer. My younger sister, who was about 9, came across it and proceeded to snitch on him to my mom. My mom had no idea what a MILF was, and when she looked it up she thought my brother was into Incorporated Street. She sat him down for a chat and was relieved when he explained to her the actual meaning of a MILF. How to kill your parents and leave no track. Found huge greasy boobs in my 10-year-old brother's search history. Also, I used to search for organisms when I was younger and trying to discover what an orgasm was. I was very confused by the results, lol. 11. I found sexy Draco Malfoy and just noped out Heather. When my kid was 6 or so, I checked their search history. Ponies. Girl ponies. Girl and boy ponies. Girl ponies kissing boy ponies. In that order. We had a chat. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of Reddit universe.